Listen carefully, because this message is not random, and it is not an accident that you are hearing these words today. There are moments in life when everything feels delayed and silent, and you wonder if heaven has forgotten your name. You prayed and waited. You cried in private places where nobody saw your tears. You kept moving, even when your heart was heavy. And now there is a shift happening that you cannot fully see yet, but you can feel it deep inside. God moved in your favor, not because you were perfect, not because you had everything figured out, but because grace decided to stand beside you when you felt alone. There were doors that closed and you thought it was rejection, but God was protecting your future. There were people who walked away and you thought you lost something valuable, but God was clearing the path for something better. You survived moments that were meant to break you, and that alone is proof that a higher power was carrying you when your strength ran out. You may be asking why it took so long, why the waiting felt endless, why the answers came so late. But sometimes delay is not denial. Sometimes God is preparing the blessing while preparing you at the same time. If you had received certain things earlier, you might not have been ready to hold them. Growth happened in the silence. Wisdom formed in the waiting. Your heart became stronger through the storms you never asked for. And now the season is changing. What once felt impossible is starting to feel closer. The pressure you carried is turning into purpose. The pain you endured is becoming power. God moved in your favor, and the evidence will show up step by step. There are people who underestimated you. They saw your struggles, but they did not see your destiny. They judged your pauses as weakness. They thought your quiet seasons meant you were losing. But heaven was working behind the scenes. While others were watching your outside life, God was building your inside life. Confidence was being restored. Faith was being rebuilt. Your spirit was learning how to stand without approval from anyone else. This is why you are still here. This is why you did not give up, even when it felt easier to walk away. Right now, you may still be standing in the middle of uncertainty, but this is the moment where trust becomes real. Faith is not believing when everything is clear. Faith is moving forward when you cannot see the full picture. God moved in your favor, and the shift begins in your mindset first. Start speaking life over yourself. Start believing that good things are allowed to happen to you. Stop apologizing for wanting peace. Stop shrinking your dreams to fit into places that cannot hold your calling. You are stepping into a new chapter where favor follows your obedience. Think about the times you almost gave up, the nights you questioned everything, the mornings you woke up tired but still kept going. Those moments were not wasted. They became your testimony. One day you will look back and realize that every delay protected you from something you were not meant to carry. Every closed door redirected you towards something greater. Every heartbreak taught you what truly matters. God moved in your favor, and the story is still unfolding. So take a deep breath and prepare your heart. The change may not arrive in the way you expected, but it will arrive at the right time. Opportunities will come that match your growth. Connections will appear that align with your purpose. Peace will replace confusion. Strength will replace fear. This is your reminder that heaven has not forgotten you. The favor is already moving, even if you cannot see all of it yet. Stay steady. Stay faithful. Your breakthrough is closer than you think.
There is something powerful about the moment when you realize that what tried to stop you actually prepared you. Every disappointment carried a hidden lesson. Every delay shaped your patience. Every struggle trained your spirit to stand stronger. God moved in your favor even when you thought nothing was changing. Sometimes the biggest miracles happen quietly. They begin inside your heart before they show up in your life. You start feeling calmer for no reason. You start letting go of things that once controlled your emotions. You start trusting that what belongs to you will find you. That is the beginning of favor. You are entering a season where clarity replaces confusion. For a long time, you questioned your direction. You wondered if you were on the wrong path. But now, pieces begin to make sense. The lessons connect. The struggles reveal their purpose. The people who left made space for the right people to enter. The opportunities that passed you by were never meant for your future. God moved in your favor by removing what could not go where you are going. This favor does not mean life will be perfect. It means you will carry peace even when life is uncertain. It means doors will open that no effort alone could open. It means protection will surround you in ways you do not always notice. There are moments you avoided trouble without even realizing it. There were situations that could have gone wrong, but somehow they turned around. That was favor working silently. Now is the time to stop doubting your worth. Stop replaying old failures in your mind. The past was a chapter, not your identity. You are not defined by what went wrong. You were defined by the grace that kept you moving forward. God moved in your favor because your story is not finished. There is more joy ahead. There is more purpose waiting to be discovered. There is more peace prepared for your heart. You may notice that your energy is changing. Things that once attracted you no longer feel right. Conversations feel different. Priorities shift. This is not loss. This is alignment. God is adjusting your environment to match your next level. Do not fear the changes. Do not chase what is leaving. Let it go with trust. What is coming will feel lighter and more authentic. Remember this truth. Favor does not always look loud. Sometimes it looks like quiet progress. Sometimes it looks like healing you did not think was possible. Sometimes it looks like waking up with hope after a long season of heaviness. Celebrate small signs of growth. They are proof that transformation is happening. As you move forward, keep your heart humble and your mind open. Gratitude attracts more blessings. Kindness keeps your spirit grounded. Faith keeps your steps steady. God moved in your favor, and now your responsibility is to walk with confidence. Speak positively. Think clearly. Choose peace over panic. Your future is being shaped by the decisions you make today. There will be moments when fear tries to return, when old doubts whisper again, when patience feels difficult. In those moments, remember how far you have already come. You survived things you once thought would destroy you. You are stronger than your past and wiser than your fears. Keep moving forward. The favor is already working even when you cannot measure it yet.
This is the part where everything begins to come together. Not all at once, but in a way that feels intentional and meaningful. God moved in your favor, and now you are stepping into a season of confirmation. Things that once felt uncertain begin to settle. You start seeing signs that you are on the right path. Peace becomes your guide. Confidence grows quietly inside you. You no longer need constant validation because you know who you are becoming. There will be moments when blessings arrive unexpectedly. A conversation opens a door. A small decision leads to a major opportunity. A simple yes changes the direction of your life. Do not ignore these moments. They are evidence that favor is active. Stay aware, stay ready, stay thankful. The more you recognize blessings, the more you will see them. You have carried heavy thoughts for too long. It is time to release them. Release the fear of failure. Release the pressure to be perfect. Release the belief that you must struggle forever to deserve good things. God moved in your favor because love does not require perfection. Grace meets you where you are and lifts you higher. From this point forward, choose to walk differently. Walk with expectation, speak with hope, think with clarity. Let your actions reflect the belief that something good is already unfolding. When challenges appear, do not assume the worst. Instead, remind yourself that favor goes before you. Even obstacles can become opportunities when God is guiding your steps. Look back for a moment and see how much you have grown. The person you were before could not handle the responsibility you carry now. The strength you have today was built through battles you never wanted. And yet, here you are, still standing, still believing, still moving forward. That is the sign of transformation. The next chapter will require courage. Sometimes favor asks you to step out of comfort. Sometimes it asks you to trust without full proof. But remember this, you are not walking alone. The same power that kept you through difficult seasons is leading you into better ones. Trust the process, trust the timing, trust the quiet voice inside you that says, keep going. One day, you will tell your story, and others will find hope through your journey. They will see how everything turned around when you decided to trust again. They will see how favor changed your life, not overnight, but through steady faith and consistent growth. Your testimony will remind someone else not to quit. So stand tall today, lift your heart, breathe with confidence. God moved in your favor, and this is only the beginning. The road ahead holds peace you have been praying for. The joy you thought you lost will return. The purpose you searched for will become clear. Keep walking, keep believing. Your story is still being written, and the best pages are still ahead.